Some people go into humanitarian service because they feel the burden to take care of the lost children, people who are displaced, or people who are unable to feed themselves, or they go into humanitarian service because of the fund involved in it. We'll get to find out more. Welcome to the Talk with Ini, and as always, I am your host, Ini Sunday. And today we're going to be talking to a very interesting person who I'll be introducing after the break. Welcome back to the Talk with Ini, and as I said earlier on, we're going to be talking to a humanitarian who is going to be sharing more light to us on what made her or what prompted her into humanitarian service. And today we'll be talking to Juliet Joseph. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
I love your outfit.
Thank you.
It's giving that minister's wife's vibe. So tell me, when did you feel the need to go into humanitarian service?
I've been doing so many humanitarian service for years now. I started since 2015. I've been doing it in my own little way of trying to touch lives and support humanity. As we know, the issue of poverty is quite prominent in Nigeria, and life has not been easy for many people out there. So we're focused on providing aid and support to vulnerable population. And we've been trying.
Okay. Are you just centering on, people are going by boy child, girl child, Operation Feed the Boy, Feed the Girl? Which one are you?
Like I said, we are focused on providing aid and support to vulnerable population in general, mostly, but mostly I focus on the children and the male and the female child, the girl child, because I've been having these sanitary pad programs. I provide sanitary pads to girl child at least every month. I'm looking at not sometimes every month. Sometimes we skip due to some financial.
I understand.
But they've been facing a lot of challenges. The girl child, when it comes to sanitary pads, some of them miss school during their menstrual cycles. Some have faced with infection and so many other things. So, because some of them can't provide, they can't afford it.
Okay.
Some of them use rack, cotton wood, and all that, which leads to infection. So, in the rural area, the girl child are really facing a lot when it comes to sanitary pad. It's something I would like to be doing every month if possible. But for now, I'm trying my best to see I can reach out to few.
I know being a humanitarian can be very challenging. Do you mind sharing those challenges you face?
Okay, the challenges I face is sometimes we'll see a particular problem that I'll be willing that, okay, my team, let's do something about this. I'll meet and discuss. But we'll be facing financial challenges because we can't do all. We can't
understand.
Money to.
Aside the financial challenges, are there any other challenges you faced that has slowed you down towards your projects?
Challenges will always come, but I've been standing strong. It's something I have passion for. Most of the times I save money just to do these things. I go to the IDP camps to just celebrate with the kids, give them gifts and all that. I've been doing lots of I did this program for the physically challenged persons too, because those people in particular, they lack love. Like, they feel they don't belong in the society. At times they feel left behind, you understand? They feel people don't carry them along. So I try to see where I can always bring them together and make them feel among and all that. I've been reaching out to them too in my own little way.
So are you doing this whole thing based on location, or you just do it anywhere you find yourself and there's a need for you to offer a humanitarian service? Just go ahead.
Anywhere I find myself, at times anyway I discover there's a need for them to maybe they need help. They first climate changes too. At times, we provide clothing, during Harmattan and all that. Some of them during cold, they don't have things to cover themselves in the IDP camp and all that. So most times, maybe we provide them with such.
Have you found people who are not okay with the fact that you took up a humanitarian service as one of the things you find passion in? Some people don't accept the fact that this particular thing, I'm doing it because I have passion for it. I feel the need that people need to be reached out to with love, with resources and all of that. Have you had such people in your life?
Yeah, most of the times people ask me, Juliet, why did you choose to go into humanitarian services? Well, because I told you I've been doing this for a long time, even before I registered my foundation.
Okay.
Actually, I registered the foundation because of, people have been advising me. You've been doing lots of programs. You've been reaching out to people. How did you do it? Most of the times, I save my money to do it. So it's high time get a foundation registered so that at least you can be able to even get people to support, so that you can reach out to more people. Since it's something you have passion for. So I felt, yeah.
Okay. How did you deal with such persons? Because they have this negative way of getting to you when you're trying to do something. Instead of them seeing it from the positive side, they try to just make out something that is going to weigh you down. Either try to discourage you one way or the other. How were you able to overcome all those stumbling blocks?
I've always have confidence in myself, and I've always believed in myself. Whenever you have good intentions, whatever it is that you want to do, you succeed. So I've focused on my goals, and I know that I'm going to achieve what I am.
So tell us the name of your foundation.
My foundation is called Husky Heart Empowerment Foundation.
What can you say about Husky Foundation?
Like I said, we trying to reach out to people. Our aim is touching lives. Our aim is changing people's situation. Our aim is bringing smiles to people's face. Our aim is to make people feel loved, in the society. And in fact, we're still trying to go global.
So, Juliet, tell us more about your foundation.
Okay, like I said, Husky Empowerment Foundation is focused on touching lives, reaching out to people, providing help and support to vulnerable population, changing people's situation, bringing smile, making people feel loved, making them feel they belong in the society, and all that.
You alone cannot fund all of these projects, right?
Yeah.
So how did you get your support financially, materially? How did you go about all of it?
For now, I've actually not really been having support. I've been doing it by the grace of God, and it's been working. You know how support is if whoever wishes to support will support.
Yeah.
Because there's someone that called me. He said, I saw what you're doing and your foundation is really doing good. You've been touching life and doing lots of programs. Like, how will you do it? I wish I have money. I would really want to be part of this. I really want to invest in your NGO and support. So there are people that really are willing to touch lives, but they don't have. And then there are people that have, but they help the wrong people. Like you end up helping the wrong people. There's this situation. There was a time I was coming back from the market in Otako market. So I saw this woman. I was about crossing the road. I saw this woman. Then she was like, please, she just needed some money to buy baby food for her baby and all that. So she was carrying the baby. And I'm like, this baby is so innocent. I say, how much is the baby food? She said the baby food is 3,000. I say, okay, buy her 5 cans of baby food. After that, I was crossing the road. After that, I forgot something in the market to get something. I crossed back to get it. Then after that, I saw the same woman,
Yeah.
I saw the same woman. And she met me in the shop. I was trying to pick up what I want to get. Then she touched me. I turned. She was trying to tell me the same story. I said, Madam, I was the one you saw just now and I gave you some money, So there are people that they don't even want to support themselves. Sometimes you just like, these people, are they really trying to use me? Some of them, they use this as business, you understand? They rent children and they decide to walk around to use the babies to make money for themselves. So I don't know. I really wish the government can do something about it. If in the future I become rich, I think I'm going to get an accommodation for all these babies.
You're already looking like the minister's wife. Which one is in the future if you become rich?
In the future, eventually, God blesses me with money, so much money. I'm going to get an accommodation to collect. In fact, if I see with any baby on the road, it's either I'll say, okay, take this, take care of the baby and yourself. But if I see you again, I'm collecting that child and taking it to the.
Okay, now I understand.
I'm actually collecting that child because some of these people is like a business to this. It's part of them. You can't change it. You understand? And these are innocent babies that they carry around. Sometimes 1 o'clock in the night, 2 o'clock in the night, you see them walking around with babies and using the babies to make money for themselves. So
that is so
these children will be looking sick and all that. Not good medication and. Nobody is talking about it.
And I was about to ask you, how do you manage all of this? Because it's not everybody that you help that is in need of help.
Yes, sometimes I help several people and then I still find them in the same condition and the same situation. So I'll be like, they're not supporting me. So I felt it's not really everybody that needs help. There are people that really need help that don't get that help. But then people that don't really deserve that help. You understand? That's why I say sometimes people help the wrong people. You understand? So it can be really discouraging. You will not even know sometimes when you meet a genuine person that needs help.
Okay.
So I think that baby's issue they carry around is really. I wish something can be done about that.
So to somebody who is speaking up, or you serve as a role model to other individuals out there that wants to go into humanitarian service, how are you going to advise them on how to distinguish who really needs help and who doesn't? Because you've been in the field for a very long time now, you should be able to distinguish at least.
Okay, that's why I felt it's good. Maybe for now I focus on a particular things we want to achieve. Like I said earlier, the sanitary pad program I want to be doing for a girl child, which is very important. Yes. So it's something I want to do maybe every month if possible. We've got to actually provide the finance for me. I'll be doing this every month in rural areas, especially villages and all that. Because there was a time I went to a village and I gave a sanitary pad to a girl child. The mom was like, she was crying and she was like, my daughter have never used sanitary pad before, like this is the first time, So people are suffering out there in the rural areas, in the villages, but nothing is being done about it. Innocent children are dying because of infection and all that, and nothing is being done about it. So it's something that I'm really looking into to see how far I can go with that particular project.
Yes, okay, this is from your own perspective now. I'm talking about if somebody meets you today and say, okay, Juliet, since you've been in this field for a long time now, I want to emulate what you're doing. How can I be able to distinguish who really needs it and who doesn't? And how can I be able to tell who I am supposed to help and who I am not supposed to? Because you can't help everybody.
Yes.
Right?
Okay,
so what would you tell the person?
Okay. For instance, what I do at times is, God, just give me the direction. Like, I pray over it. God, give me the direction to be able to see who really needs this help. So I won't end up rendering this help to the wrong person that don't really need the help. So they'll render that help to someone that really deserves it and really need it. Okay. So I work with my conscience and my directions. If my spirit leads me, then I don't hesitate to do it.
Okay, that is a very sensitive point. Alright guys, if you're just watching, this is the Talk with Ini and we've been with the amazing Juliet Joseph, who is a humanitarian. I'll see you guys after this break. Welcome back to the Talk with Amy. We've been talking to an amazing person who is an humanitarian by name Juliet Joseph. So Juliet, tell us, who has been your biggest inspiration? I mean, you've been into this now. You must have seen somebody that has inspired you one way or the other. Who is your role model?
Okay, let me start from the beginning. I grew up as an orphan, so growing up wasn't really kind of easy. Lot of challenges and all that, and the struggles and all that. So I've always have this heart that I don't want to see people passing through the same situation, especially children and all that. So I've always have that heart to.
So it's not like you saw somebody doing something that you feel the need to for instance, people do see how would I Oprah as somebody who is a talk show anchor, who can anchor things properly, who they look up to. Do you have somebody who is like your mentor? That is what I meant.
I've been mentoring myself.
Oh wow, your biggest motivation, you mentored yourself and all of that. This is the first time I'm hearing this actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so you grew up as an orphan. It can be very challenging at times when you see children who are not having parents and then they are undergoing one situation or the other. How do you feel?
Yeah, there are challenges you face at times in life that will make you want to do better for yourself. That will make you want to, like, really want to focus to do something good, like to change the situation, to change in the community, and all that. So
you spoke about growing up has been very challenging. Can you outline those challenges you went through growing up as an orphan?
Quite challenging.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Sometimes you will need someone to actually share your problem with as a child. Okay, this is like a mother or like a father. Okay, this is it or this is it, but
you don't have.
Yeah.
And then you cannot meet anybody else to open up to and tell the person.
Of course, I have loving sisters that have always been there.
Okay.
We all have challenges together.
I understand. So you being a humanitarian now, do you have a situation whereby people you've helped in the past reach out to you that they're having one issue or the other, or they need your advice or counseling as to what they are supposed to do? Do you have such?
Yeah.
Okay.
At times I'll receive calls like, okay, I'm in a very big situation. Some people, like, I receive calls from people I don't know, who like, I'm in a situation and this is it, I need so amount. Oh, okay, my wife is pregnant, she's going to be pregnant. Sometimes people will call me with demands. Sometimes I don't have the money. You understand? But deep down I feel bad that I can't support this person. So the only thing I have to do is to encourage.
Yes.
So
okay.
At this moment, you're actually calling. I don't really have. I can't afford this, but I can actually help with the little I have. And if I don't have it at all, I just have to encourage. So I have a lot of issues like that.
Okay. And then these people that probably you don't have at that point in time to help, have you maybe heard rumors of them talking about you not being helpful? You're just doing it for publicity's sake. People who are into humanitarian service, they have a lot of shades being thrown at them from individuals who don't understand the aim at which they go into such services. Have you had such situation before?
Yeah, some they will feel like you're kind of like, there was a time someone she called and she was like, it's like you're tired of me already. Hey, this, like I'm always asking and this and that and that. But sometimes you feel you have, but maybe you're tired of giving to them or you don't want to help again and all that. But deep down you don't have.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
So
Nobody can force
you.
It can be really
just challenging and touching.
I understand. Yeah. So please, what advice do you have for children out there who possibly humanitarian services have not reached their axis? It's not everywhere that people are aware that there are children who are suffering. So which advice do you have for such children?
Um, for children, I would advise that they just keep focused and there's a better future ahead. For all the challenges they're facing now, it's just to make them stronger.
Okay.
Yes, to be able to face their fears in the future.
Okay, lastly now, to those humanitarian, those people who are into humanitarian service as well as you are, what would you tell them? What would be what would be that motivating thing you're going to tell them? Because a lot of them don't even have capital to go ahead and they lack funding. Do you understand? And then people have a very different mindset or different thinking as to what they are trying to really portray outside. So what would you tell them? Should they keep on, or if they are tired, they should just back out? Which
You know, my advice to those people is if you have passion for it, keep pushing, keep touching lives. As far as you're doing it with a sincere heart, you will always find a way out.
okay.
You will always find a way out.
All right. Thank you very, very much, Juliet. So, guys, in case you're just tuning in, this is the Talk with Ini, and we've been talking to a humanitarian by name Juliet Joseph, who has told us more about humanitarian services, what her passion was, and what made her go into such. So, in case you think you have what it takes to talk with Ini, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Instagram page to send us a DM. I'll see you guys next time.